This is a view from the Somerset County, Pennsylvania farm of my grandfather Alan Corns. His Southampton Township farm is where I lived until I was 4 years old. The farm in the distance has been known as the Blubaugh place for as long as I can remember. It is located 1.6 miles east-northeast of the village of Wellersburg. On July 19, 1998, I asked my Uncle Melvin Corns why that farm was called the Blubaugh place. He didn't know, but he told me it had been the home of Michael Corns Sr. Michael Corns was one of my ancestors and one of the early settlers in this area of Somerset County. Years later, I did some research and found out that Simon Blubaugh bought the farm from Dennis Cook in 1880. I was dumbfounded to hear that the farm had been owned by Michael Corns Sr. I knew the 1949 Corns genealogy book had a picture of a house attributed to Michael Corns, but I didn't know it was the house at the Blubaugh place. I immediately wanted to go see the house, so we got permission to visit and drove on over. Unfortunately, all I had was a VHS video camera and the battery was nearly dead. I took 48 seconds of tape and then the battery died. The following year I went back and took additional video. Unfortunately, by then half the house had fallen down. I never looked at the videos until March of 2022 when I had them converted to digital format. The videos from 1998 and 1999 are incorporated into this video. The video quality is not good, but it is the only available video imagery that I know of. If you look closely, you can pick out details that are not visible on the still photos I have published on my website. I guess I eventually need to do some screen grabs of those details and post them. For now, I'm at least going to get the videos posted online. This is a picture of the timber frame house in the 1949 book titled The Genealogy of Michael Corns Sr. of Somerset County, Pennsylvania. The book was written by Dr. Charles Byron Corns Sr. with the help of professional genealogists. The photo caption Dr. Corns provided includes the statement, "Original farm home of Michael Corns Sr., 1795, as it appears in 1949. Dr. Corns was a great-grandson of Michael Corns Sr. and was a grandson of Michael Corns Jr., who lived in what is now Jenner Township. In the book, Dr. Corns does not state a basis for believing this was the original home of Michael Corns Sr. Lester Corns of Southampton Township also believed this was the house of Michael Corns Sr. He lived next to the Blubaugh place all his life, and at one time he owned and farmed the Blubaugh place. Lester's farm had been the farm of Daniel Corns Sr., who was the son of Michael Corns Sr. Michael Corns Sr. was Lester's great-great-great-grandfather. The broken windows indicate the house was already abandoned in 1949. Since this was a frugal area and 1949 was soon after the Great Depression, the abandoned status of the house suggests that it was one of the older houses in the region. Although the house underwent a major remodel that used sawn lath and doors with milled trim, one room still had split lath and crude plaster. The split lath is a hallmark of an early house. If you watch the 1999 video closely, the split lath is visible for a short period of time. At least one corner beam was hewn and then was squared up in a sawmill. To me, that indicates the sawmill became functional after the beam was originally hand-hewn. The earliest sawmill in the area that I'm aware of was the 1805 mill of Jacob Corns, who was a brother of Michael Corns Sr. The long beam on top of the basement wall at the front of the house was sawn on both ends and hewn in the middle. That indicates the sawmill was too small to saw the entire beam, which also suggests an early sawmill. The cast iron snowbirds that were on the roof of the house have an 1802 patent date. You can see the date here in the letters surrounding the central hole. That date isn't dispositive of when the house was built. The wooden patterns for casting the snowbirds would have lasted for a number of years. Snowbirds are used to retain ice and snow on a roof so they don't slide off and cause bodily harm. I have turned the sound off in all of the videos, and I don't have the capability of doing voiceovers. I'm going to play the 48-second video from 1998 now. Now I am going to show 16 minutes and 39 seconds of video that I took in 1999 after half of the house had fallen down. Now I am going to show a 1-minute video from 1999 that shows the Blubaugh place from a distance. This last video was taken from the farm of Michael Corn's grandson, Daniel Corns Jr. Daniel's farm was passed down through the family and is still owned by descendants today in 2022. That is the end of the 1998 and 1999 video clips of the Blubaugh place. Additional still photographs of the house and barn are available on my website. The address of the website is corns.org. Thank you for watching.